When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubac in at the center.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
The shot's good from Irving.
The fire that Irving plays with, admirable. I mean, you can feel it. When you make a three on him, it's payback time. He's coming at you.
Now here's Leonard. Down low. Zubac finds Dunn. Zubac, a screen on Irving. Harden can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Davis inside. Powell on him. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Irving.
Inside offense almost seems too easy for Davis, but it's not. I mean, you have to have a lot of confidence, strength, and skill to score against that kind of defense.
Now here's Powell. Shoots over Washington. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Leonard against Davis. 3D that time from Leonard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Leonard. Done with this screen on Thompson. And Leonard gets it to go.
This team relies on that shot from Kawhi.
And you know, Clark, you look at the switch the Mavericks hit last year. This is a team that has certainly bought in.
It's pretty clear, Kevin. They believe in their coach, and they know they can make it to the finals now. They look to empower one another. They play as more than the sum of their parts, that's for sure. A well-oiled, cohesive group. Smart move by Kawhi, using the pump fake to draw the foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Jones is checked in. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Bogdanovich, following the basket by Anthony Davis. And Bogdanovich kicks to Jones. Powell, no one around him. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now, here's Thompson. Davis with it. Jones covering. Pass to Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. 4 on the shot clock. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Haji Marshall comes in for Davis. Christie's checked in for P.J. Washington. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Klay Thompson. Jones with the screen on Christie. Back to Jones. The layup off target. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Bogdanovic is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Coffey in at the 3. Now here's Simmons over Irving, and it's Simmons that time on the assist by Jones.
Excellent precision and focus from Simmons, feeling nobody can guard him down on the block, and he's right most of the time.
Here's Christie. No scoring in this one. The shot's good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Simmons. Here's Bogdanovic. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Outside Irving. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to talk to his guys. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Thompson comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. The Clippers also changing it up. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Bogdanovic. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Jones the pass to Simmons. Clippers moving the ball around. To the inside. Kawhi confident inside.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Irving from long range. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Clark, Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Leonard. 1:16 left to play in the first half. The offensive rebound. Shoots the 3. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. A different look for Dallas. Davis is checked in for Najee Marshall. Washington comes in for Christie. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Los Angeles, Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's James Harden in for Simmons. Thompson finds Williams. And here is Washington. Davis setting the pick for Washington. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now, here's Zubac. Still yet to score. Leonard with the bucket.
Claw getting rid of it in a hurry. Nice quick release that time.
Mavericks trail by 4. Outside, Davis. Thompson outside. Overdone. And Thompson gets it to go. And here's Leonard. He's got 15. A ferocity inside by Leonard.
Scoring the ball, he has been lethal and efficient. Wow.
Davis inside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Irving, Washington out there with Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Thompson in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Harden the pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Takes it inside. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Irving for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Harden with it. He has yet to score. Over Irving. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Harden is lethal. His accuracy on point. You think it's a tough shot, but not so for him.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Davis finds Washington. Irving for 3. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 11.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
Outside Leonard. Thompson against Dunn. Powell for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Davis. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Washington. But we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Here's Harden following the basket by Kyrie Irving. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Outside Irving, the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Harden with the drive. Here's Leonard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight. A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Haji Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. To the paint. It's rebounded by Dallas. Now, here's Marshall. Still without a basket. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Davis. Davis owning the inside.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Outside Leonard. 23 seconds left to play in the third. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Harden against Dinwiddie. One second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we've reached the end of the third. Los Angeles on top, up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Dunn is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Derek Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Inside. And Coffey gets it to go.
Assisted by.
And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Irving against Dunn. Outside Edwards. Pass to Lively. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Irving from outside the arc. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Davis comes in for Edwards. Washington's checked in for Marshall. And it's Klay Thompson in for Christie. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Harden in for Bogdanovich. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis had talked to the team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in a tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And here is Dunn after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Pulls up. Again, Los Angeles.
Boy, you got to love it whenever you see Dunn working the screen roll. Crafty, creative, and competent is Chris Dunn.
Now here's Irving. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Leonard with no one around. Sinks the triple. And now a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Kawhi poses so many problems for a defense. I mean, inside, outside, mid-range, he can hurt you from anywhere.
Irving can't hit.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Powell dishes to Dunn. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. And it's Leonard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Leonard, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And not sure they've got enough time to save himself.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
It's good from long range.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Irving. Thompson from long range. It's good. And now they trail by just 4.
Big time from Klay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Leonard draws the double. Pass to Powell. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Ivica Zubac. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 6. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
No good from Irving. And he commits the intentional foul.
P.J. Washington. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And Thompson gets it to go.
I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W. All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
a little bit of added pressure too. So the last thing a struggling team wants to do is lose to an opponent in the same situation.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Fox against Morant. then Morant with the jam.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And here's Fox. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Wells. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Pass to Wells. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. Jackson for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Bain surveying the D. Jackson, the screen. And that one drops.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. Talking with him about De'Aaron Fox, I asked Coach what he wanted his guys to do against him, and Coach said to not give him room to run. De'Aaron is dangerous when he's attacking lanes and leaking out in transition, so we need to limit those opportunities. So it sounds like they're aiming to slow the pace down. We'll see if it works for them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Steps back. Morant. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And here's Morant outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When Ja's knocking down that three consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to review the game plan. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Now here's Paul. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. San Antonio again can't hit. Grizzlies lead by 5. Bain into the lane. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Tight defense, but Wembanyama has the length and body control to overcome it.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Wembanyama. Outside Johnson. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, that barrel chest of Johnson makes the difference in that battle.
Morant with it. Takes the 3. The shot no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Memphis ahead, up 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Jeremy Sohan. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul. Then there's Johnson. And it's Champagnie at the 3.
Inside, Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
Fox hands it from the wing.
De'Aaron Fox.
Here's Pippen. As quick as anyone in the league, RJ. De'Aaron Fox. How does his speed affect the game?
Well, he's one of those players that normally you have one or the other, but he's quick and fast. Now, that's a mean combination because in the open court, he can break you down. In the half court, he has the quick left to right lateral movement that can cause problems in pick and roll.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for San Antonio. And the basket by Clark.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside Paul. To the inside. Here's Johnson. Oh, sinks it after the cagey pump fake. Nice. Johnson's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Pippen. Still without a bucket. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Memphis making a switch here. Baines checked in. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Chris Paul. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Jackson with a screen on Fox. And the foul called on Harrison Barnes. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Pippen. To the paint. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Outside Barnes. Now Fox. And stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Pippen. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Timeout, timeout. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Pippen. Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Castle. On the wing, Vassell. And here's Wembanyama. Clark covers. 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Brandon Clark.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones. Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Now here's Morant. He's got 7. He buries it from 3.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Paul against Morant. Vassell left side. San Antonio again missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Pass to Clark. Back to Payne. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. 9-point game. Vassell outside. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Back to the game after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edie out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Barnes, it's good.
Passes like this demonstrate leadership. Vassell wanting to find his open teammates.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Up top, Payne. Pass to Jackson. Back to Payne. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it from the high post. Got it. Payne's got 6. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs.
Going up top, it's Wembanyama.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Up top, Payne. Pass to Jackson. Now Morant. 5 to shoot. There's a screen. 4-3. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Ja Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and rolls.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Fox outside. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Jackson outside. A minute 50 left in the third. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Payne. And another 3 for Memphis.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
Pass to Castle. Sohan with the ball. Outside Barnes. Here's Castle. Fox right side. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Grizzlies lead by 7. And here's Morant. He's got 13. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Morant, pass to Edey. Now Bain. Jackson with it. He's covered by Fox. Outside for Morant. Sinks the tray. Morant's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is what John Morant does best. When he finds his rhythm on offense, he is almost impossible to guard.
Sohan outside. Here's Fox. It's deflected. Second chance shot. Always attacking Fox. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jackson with a screen on Fox. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Bain.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Grizzlies foul. Pippen.
Memphis making a switch here.
First team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies. Wells.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Wembanyama's got 9.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Spurs trail by 8. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. Keldon Johnson out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's Champagnie at the 3. It's Johnson with a drive. Chalk up 2 there.
For wings like Johnson, driving in, using the bounce effectively, it's a huge thing to have that in your toolbox.
Pippen, pass to Aldama. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Paul. And the basket by Pippen.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited.
Paul passes to Champagnie. From deep, Johnson. Pure from three-point range. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
Pippen, pass to Bain. Launches it. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA, and we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And it's Morant in for Pippen. So San Antonio going with almost an entire new group here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Morant. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Barnes. Cleared away by Wells. Grizzlies lead by 6. Pass to Morant. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Bain, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over Barnes. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
Yeah, and their team run-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Fox against Morant. Oh, Fox, too sly. Beats the contact.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
And it's Morant with the ball for Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Wells. Jackson outside. Connects from downtown. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And he gets it back.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Grizzlies.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Ja Morant.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Yeah, that one's good. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think...
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low, kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
Holmgren can't hit. And here's Los Angeles. Pass to Leonard. And the rejection by Holmgren. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Violation. That'll be a jump ball.
And he stays with it. And here are the Clippers now. Holmgren against Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got his second basket.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, Doris, no one has a bigger effect on a game than this great two-way player.
There's no question, Kevin, because of his length and savvy on the defensive end. He can swallow up individual offensive matchups. He's that good defensively. And then you think to his transition on the offensive end from a player who was a standstill shooter to now who you can run your offense through.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
And here is Williams. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. Here's Dort, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Powell. Charity stripe shot. Harden's shot is off. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. The tray buries it from three-point range. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Well, that's an opportunistic three-point shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He liked the look of it.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how you deal with James Harden tonight, and Coach said his focus is not letting Harden get the matchups he wants, not allowing him to get ISOs. Coach said he has to work for it tonight, so they will try to throw some resistance his way, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Harden. Can't connect from short range. Holmgren wide open. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Leonard looking over the floor. Off the run, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Holmgren.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Boy, Kawhi Leonard lets his game do the talking. Yes, he's soft-spoken and quiet, but boy, he's a big-time player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Dort.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
A 3 from Leonard. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 7-point differential. Wiggins dishes to Williams. Takes the 13-footer. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Jones and Zubats make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at small forward. Here's Wallace, and he's good on the 3-ball. Wallace has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Oklahoma City. Simmons passes to Zubac. Here's Coffey. Lobs it up for Zubac. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Simmons passes to Zubac. Here's Coffey. Scoreless thus far. And here is Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Shoots from the right block. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And when Bogdanovich is that well set up, he's almost automatic. Nice shot.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Jalen Williams is checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And then for the Clippers, Leonard, he's checked in for Zubac. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's James Harden in for Simmons. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. James Harden missing on the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Floats it up for Williams, and Williams throws it down.
Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Jones with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander, and the basket by Harden.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Williams does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. Clippers trail by 5. Dunn passes to Coffey. Nobody near Leonard. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 10 points for him. Going inside, and the layup's good off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
That's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
A 3 from Leonard. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 1. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half. The 3 from Harden. And Holmgren pulls it down. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Doors, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Clippers trail by 5. Harden kicks to Leonard. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. There's the drive.
One of the key aspects for Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
For the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Thunder leading by 4. Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Dunn picks one up. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man. Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 points in the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Pause the added. He won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin? Certainly.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. It's stolen by Hartenstein. It's Dort on the wing. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard inside, working on Holmgren.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, misses the 3. The Thunder leading by 5. Right side, Dort. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And it's good for 2. Leonard's got 18 points.
just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Zubac. Done with it. A three from Leonard. Rebound by Williams. Now Hartenstein shoots over Powell. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Harden the pass to Powell. Harden outside. Zubac a screen on Williams. Powell for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Harden. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-quarters of play in a close game here. Oklahoma City out in front, up one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Chris Dunn. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the three. To take the lead, Leonard kicks to Dunn. Lots of room. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Clippers lead by one. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Wallace right side. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Leonard. Leonard dumps it down with force.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Jones. Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Harden in for Bogdanovich. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. Now, he told his guys they can do this. In the huddle, he said, we've been here before and come back. So we know we can do this. We just have to believe. Inspiring words. We'll see if they live up to them. Guys?
Thanks, David. Clock at 2. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Oklahoma City's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Hartenstein finds Williams. Buries it down low. And now a three-point Oklahoma City lead.
Looking to get stops late. That kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. .157 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Leonard from three. Thunder with the rebound. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. A shake. And there's another one for the Thunder.
SGA, that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Harden outside. Zubac, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden's shot is good.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Capitalizes off the crossover. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Here's Leonard. Leonard running the floor.
Showing no hesitation, and in a huge moment, Kawhi wants the ball when they need a bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Harden, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Free throw line jump shot. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Holmgren with a screen on Harden. Drills it from outside. And the Thunder lead by 6.
The quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shea is on time.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Dunn kicks to Harden. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Leonard. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And here's Leonard from 3. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Here's Dunn. Off target with his 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Chris Dunn. Second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that about wraps it up.
guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Irving, no good. And here are the Spurs now. Here's Barnes. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Washington outside. Outside Davis. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. And they have to deal with one of the quickest guys in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Coach told me it's almost impossible to stay in front of De'Aaron, so we'll try to give whoever is guarding him help, especially if Fox gets rolling. We'll see how that plan works.
Allie, thank you. Irving, the pass to Gafford. Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. And the layup is good.
In the interior, Kyrie is money. He has the touch to just drop it in with ease.
Now here's Fox. Outside Barnes. Back to Fox. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Barnes against Davis. Irving for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Over to the left wing. Fox against Davis. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And San Antonio also making a switch. Paul's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. Gafford passes to Washington. On the wing, Davis. He's guarded by Barnes. Oh, he pecks it down!
That is incredible.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
All right, Stan, what's your take on this very youthful San Antonio Spurs roster?
Well, Brian, they've got the guy to build around. They're very exciting to watch. They've been gaining momentum. They're coming together as a unit, as a roster. And look, this team's got a chance to be very good together.
The 3 from Washington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Vassell outside. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama, high post. Pass to Castle. 6 on the shot clock. Spurs need to get one up here. The 3 from Barnes. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Dinwiddie. No points so far. And here's Gafford. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Barnes. Davis can't hit. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. San Antonio. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Derek Lively is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Christie in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Now here's Fox. Off the mark there with a 3. Pass to Marshall. Down low. Here's Dinwiddie. Another one falls for Dallas.
And Dinwiddie doesn't back down from taking on physical defenders. In fact, he welcomes the challenge.
Outside Johnson. Back to Fox. From behind the arc. Boom! Fox with a triple.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Dinwiddie against Fox. Here's Irving. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
I love the competitive edge Johnson plays with, scoring on the D with tenacity.
Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Launches a 3. They get it again. Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Johnson. Tipped. And they get it back. Fox for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
3.
The Mavericks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Lively with a screen on Paul. Irving for 3. He drops it from range. Irving's got 9. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Champagnie. And Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Clock at 6. San Antonio again can't hit. Dallas has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. From 12 feet, Williams misses. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Vassell can't get it to go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Oh, Davis, tough to handle inside.
Hard to defend that any better. Davis is just so talented and poised inside.
Barnes against Davis. Barnes feeling it out a bit. There's the 3. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Thompson outside. Williams with the screen. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Castle, defended by Thompson. Here's Castle, shoots over Thompson, and we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Dallas on top, up by 1, and we'll be back with you shortly.
22.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So on the floor for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. Now here's Fox. Give him 8 points now. The 3 ball, counted from distance. Fox has got 11 points. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Back to Irving. Soft touch off the glass. 11 points in the game.
Oh, great concentration from Irving. He's focused on the rim, not the contact. Love it.
Fox against Irving. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Irving finds Davis. Gafford with a screen on Barnes. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Clock at 2. Davis misses.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Good on the shot. And the Spurs lead by 5.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Vassell against Washington. Davis with a screen on Fox. Irving. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, slowing down Irving is a team effort. And to this point, they're failing to slow his roll.
Pass to Castle. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Thompson. Back to Davis. Fader on the way. Gafford passes to Davis. Over Castle. Davis getting it done in the paint.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Here's Fox. There's the drive. Gafford with the block. Washington passes to Irving. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Irving's got 15 points.
And how do you guard that? I mean, Kyrie is just on another level sometimes with his finishing ability inside.
Back to Fox. Fires for 3. Washington grabs the miss. The Mavericks leading. Davis, the pass to Irving. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. He's got 12.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Gafford with a screen on Fox. Irving for three. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
And it's been a thrilling matchup. Both teams giving their all.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Barnes finds Fox. It counts, and the foul.
Defensive foul.
Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Tenacious stuff there from Fox. It takes guts to sink a shot while being fouled.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And that one misses. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Dinwiddie outside. And there's the lob. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Got a piece of it. Here's Fox. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks, hunting for opportunities. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Derek Lively. Edwards out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Christie in at shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And the Mavericks with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Here's Christie. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists. And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now here's Irving. Here's Gafford over Wembanyama. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fox outside. Outside Barnes. Down low. Here's the cell. Outside for Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Outside Davis. Back to Irving. The 3 is up. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Irving's got 12 points in just the second half. Outside Barnes. Fox against Irving. Back to Barnes. Wembanyama, screen on Davis. Barnes, no good. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 2-point game. Back to Gafford. Pass to Irving to take the lead. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Irving never gives you less than his best. He's working so hard to find those much-needed points.
And he's going for the lob, going up top. It's Wembanyama.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if coach's message resonates, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. There's a minute 17 left in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Sinks that one from the post. Irving's got 26 points. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Here's Fox. And he sinks it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Taking what he can get, Kyrie pulls up with confidence in the mid-range.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Fox on the run. It falls!
Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points.
Fox against Irving. Oh, he nails it!
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Fox feeling it out a bit. And he buries it.
Oh, Fox doesn't shy away from important possessions. He wants to be the man for this team.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, what are the considerations at this late juncture?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Irving. Money.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. How do you think this is going to play out?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
The 11-footer. Oh, he missed it. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
They're just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops. And that'll put them up 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Fox. It's good! And tie game! Huge basket right there. They could win it. Oh, no good. We're headed for overtime. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And here's Irving. They've got Kyrie Irving, P.J. Washington out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson, and it's Gafford in at the center position. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under-the-radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
Fox with the ball. To the paint. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Irving up top. He's covered by Fox. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Barnes passes to Fox. Back to Barnes. Here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. Oh, he buried the 3.
Yeah, this kid, Castle, loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Irving against Fox. Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Irving with it. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Don't blink or you'll wonder what Kyrie did with the ball.
Wembanyama, screen on Irving. Three-pointer, Fox. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Irving. No luck on that one. Oh, some solid defense from Fox. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that'll put him up 2.
This is a huge spot for Castle here.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot. The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Again, the miss by Dallas, and they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And the second of 2 is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. The 3 from Washington. Unable to get that one. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. Things looked a little uneven. Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
Is great ball movement,
which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the center position. Leonard the pass to Powell. Here's Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Over Murray. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Here's Harden. Up and in on the layup.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the middle. Here's Brown. Off target with the jump hook. Up top, Leonard. He's covered by Murray. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Here's Zubac following the score by Jamal Murray. Dunn left side. 6 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining.
Fires from 14. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Jokic a screen. Murray, good.
Ooh, and I love that spread. That's Murray's bread and butter, stretching out the defense. He was way behind the arc.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Harden surveying the D. That's a 2 from Powell. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
Nuggets trail. Pass to Gordon. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Denver.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Harden. Zubac finds Dunn. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Dunn. .26 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And it's Porter with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Down low. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Zubac. Fires from way outside. No good that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward. Watson's shot is good.
Well, Westbrook looking to pass. That adds a dynamic flair to what they can do offensively.
Here's Bogdanovich. Simmons on the wing. Six to shoot. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And Denver has possession. Following the missed shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Coffey. He has yet to score. Wants to get it to Westbrook, and does. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Pass to Watson. Poked away. And here we go. Here's Bogdanovich. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, Bogdanovich showing he's got speed out on the wing and running hard to fill the lane.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Zubac. Dunn comes in for Bogdanovich. And James Harden has subbed in for Simmons. Here's Brown. 1:41 left here in the second. The Nuggets with another miss. Coffey passes to Jones. Leonard looking around. Leonard so dangerous from deep.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Murray finds Watson. Denver passing it around. Jokic draws the double. Pass to Murray. Launches it. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. To the paint. Here's Leonard. And it's blocked. Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. And here is Murray. Fires from 14. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Murray's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And the effort offensively from Jamal pays off that time.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Jones sets the pick for Leonard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Murray way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, up 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Tyronn Lue. Coach, how do you think the team performed defensively?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown.
3 points.
The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And here's Porter after Chris Dunn made that last 3-pointer. Zubac against Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. Offline from the top of the key.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Dunn. Back to Harden. Leonard on the wing, defended by Gordon. Here's Powell. Porter pulls it in.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there, straight power. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Harden against Murray. Outside Leonard. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
That free throw good from Leonard.
You just think of how much of a difference Kawhi Leonard is for this team. When he's healthy, he is an absolute force.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Jokic. For 3, Gordon. And again, Denver no good. Clippers leading by 6. A 3 from Leonard makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And this is a nice outburst on the scoring end for Kawhi. He's been looking for his shot and connecting each trip down.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Now here's Porter from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Harden kicks to Leonard. In the paint, Kawhi gets it done.
Well, the wingspan of Kawhi is a bit sneaky, longer than you think. Makes him effective down low.
Pass to Brown. Outside, Porter. Murray outside. To end the run. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Just a solid shot. Murray getting into the zone quickly from there.
Dunn outside. Harden sets the pick for Dunn. Here's Leonard, defended by Gordon. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Dunn. Leonard's got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Murray with it. 11 points in the game. Jokic passes to Porter and finished off by Porter.
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 19. Pass to Zubac. Zubac, a screen on Porter. That's a 2 from Powell. Denver grabs the miss. Porter inside. Powell on him. Gordon dishes to Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
Gordon against Leonard. With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 8. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Westbrook. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Bogdanovic is out there with Dunn. Then it's Jones. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Coffey in at the 3 spot. Here's Westbrook. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
And Russell doing a great job just reading the floor that time. He knocks down a mid-range jumper.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Pass to Coffey. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Šarić. Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden subbed in for Bogdanovic. Pass to Jokic. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Dunn.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Murray with it. Outside Gordon. Pass to Brown. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Leonard releases. That's in. Coming off an assist from Dunn.
Assist goes to
Dunn's got 3 assists in the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Timeout called. Nuggets. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Jokic. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And Jokic using the old school mid-range.
Leonard against Gordon.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Leonard forces it through inside.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Zubac. And that one drops for him.
It's a nice battle inside. It's a matchup where Jokic has the size and the moves to probably take advantage of the defense.
Done outside. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Clippers?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense. And these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Here's Jokic. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jokic has got 8 here in the quarter.
Respecting how Jokic can shoot the basketball as a big man, knows exactly where to pull up from.
For Denver, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Jokic stepping up big time here.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier, and now we've got the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Nuggets on D. 4-point game. It's Powell on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. They get the rebound.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Kawhi Leonard taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Timeout called, Nuggets. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Murray against Harden. Here's Jokic. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You can bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that 3. What a great option he gives them on every possession.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Leonard. Good!
This is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense, not that last possession.
So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battle.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks.
should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. Now here's Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Spurs need to get one up here. Knocks it down from distance.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
I love when Gilgeous-Alexander looks to score because it forces the defense to act.
Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Back to Fox. Here's Vassell. And the 3 off target. Here's Oklahoma City now. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Here's Wembanyama following the bucket by Oklahoma City. That one goes. Count it.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. Count it, good.
And he is stronger than he looks, trust me. I mean, Williams has the bulk to win those tough battles inside.
Fox outside. Vassell, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Fox missing. Here are the Thunder with the ball. Here's Holmgren. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Ryan, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. The 3 from Holmgren hits the 3-pointer. Holmgren's got 7.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Hall, he's checked in for San Antonio. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. The 3 is up. Castle misses. Thunder leading by 4. Now here's Holmgren. From outside the arc. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Now here's Wallace. He's guarded by Paul. Wallace left side. Shoots over Paul. And there's another one for the Thunder. Spurs trail by 7. Outside Barnes. Fires the 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Holmgren with it. 10 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes. Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Fires from deep. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Cason Wallace out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
A smooth-looking three-point shot. I think Fox is feeling it.
You know, after playing as a starter most of his career, Keldon Johnson showed he can act as a 6th man if needed, Richard.
Not every player can make that switch mentally. Johnson brings the same energy as a starter as he does to the 2nd unit. It's a great attitude on that young man.
Fox surveying the D to the middle. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
I'm just going to say this. Johnson has some bounce. When this man gets off the ground, he gets off the ground with ease.
Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 5.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
Paul passes to Sohan. Now here's Johnson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Fox right side. Johnson controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Caruso, a screen on Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebounded by Champagnie.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Fox, the pass to Paul. And here's Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Paul for 3. Wallace pulls it in. Thunder leading by 4. To the inside. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Caruso.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instincts, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
And San Antonio making a change here. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Johnson. Barnes comes in for Champagnie. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And Castle subbed in for Paul. Count that one.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Caruso outside. 41 seconds left in the first half of this one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Castle for three. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And how's that for a response? Castle coming back with the revenge three.
Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock, and it's Holmgren missing. Vassell outside. Lets the three fly. That shot is off. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Thunder out in front. They lead by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So on the floor for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Pass to Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Vassell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
I like when Vassell takes initiative on offense because it forces defenders to compromise at times.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one's off. And the 11th pick in 2020. Devin Vassell was drafted for his defense. But Richard, his shot creation has come a long way.
Yeah, he's very comfortable handling and operating in the mid-range. One of his best ranges. He's moved past that 3 and D tag, and he's showing he can do so much more.
Pass to Holmgren. Now Hartenstein. Good D by Wembanyama. Here's Vassell. Fox with the ball. Oh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
He's so quick. The only chance you have against Fox is to give him tons of space.
Richard, the first winner of the NBA Clutch Player of the Year, De'Aaron Fox.
And he's great late in games because he's so quick. You got to give him space. But he's improved his outside shot, so you can't just lay off of it. Makes him a little tough to guard, especially late.
Vassell against Williams. It's Holmgren, high post. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Fox outside. Vassell, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Fox. Oh, Fox! No stopping him!
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Hartenstein against Barnes. From deep, Holmgren. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Caruso, he's checked in for Holmgren. And San Antonio with a change here too. Sohan's checked in for Vassell. Minute 37 left in the third quarter. Back to Barnes. Fox left side. Second chance effort. In traffic, Wemby goes to work.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Dort. Inside. Outside, Williams. Uncovered. Again, Oklahoma City. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Here's Castle. Dort defending. Fox up top. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. The three ball is good for Fox.
The correct read by Fox, taking it himself. De'Aaron is showing that sometimes being selfish is the right decision.
Pass to Caruso. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. San Antonio has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Fox outside. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Williams. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander sinks a big one.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
Fires away from way outside. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alex Caruso is out there with Aaron Wiggins. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them.
We look at the pace of this league, and Fox, look, he is built for it.
Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Caruso. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. A big group substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. Barnes comes in for Johnson. Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Hartenstein with a screen on Fox. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot to stop the run. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him the scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Hartenstein with a screen on Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Barnes with the 10-footer, and it's good. 2 points. And now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now from deep. Holmgren. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. A minute 6 left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. And the shot goes.
What energy from Fox when they're up against it, proving he's ready to be that guy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Off the inbound, here's Fox. Ooh, some solid defense from Gilgeous-Alexander. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's Hartenstein. Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
We've got 13 seconds left in the final quarter. It's good. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.
By their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center position.
We talk about guys with pure strokes. Beal's in that discussion.
Thompson, a screen on Booker, and a wide open look for Irving. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Dunn. Here's Durant. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Booker the pass to Richards. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Thompson. Washington kicks to Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ, and he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
A nice shot by Booker.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Irving passes to Thompson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Davis sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Dunn. Now here's Beal. Booker outside. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 5 now.
The three at the other end lit a fire under Booker. He wanted to get those right back.
Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. Back to Davis. Pass to Gafford. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. Christie's checked in for Thompson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And then for Phoenix, O'Neal comes in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Dinwiddie with it, now guarded by Booker. Dinwiddie kicks to Marshall. Here's Davis, and there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here, following the goaltending call.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
Some changes for Phoenix. Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. Allen comes in for Kevin Durant, and Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. That one goes. Counted. Beal's got his second bucket.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
Pass to Lively. Beal against Christie. Over Beal. Plumlee with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Christie. Lively the pass to Dinwiddie. And here's Marshall from the arc. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. O'Neal is out there with Plumlee, and it's Jones in at the point guard position. And on the way from Irving for 3, nailed from three-point land.
Never lacking confidence, 0 hesitation from Kyrie there.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, we've got the names. We've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Phoenix. It's a three-point game. Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
And they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's Dinwiddie after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Beyond the arc. Lively's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Jones dishes to Beal. Pass to Plumlee. 5 to shoot. Jones, no luck. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Right wing. Marshall with it. Still yet to score. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Here's Christie. Pass to Irving. Fires away from outside. Plumlee with the rebound. Allen right side. Back to Beal. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the Suns here with a different look. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Durant, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Williams. Thompson inside the line. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, that's exactly the guy you want to set up. I mean, Klay Thompson feels like every shot he takes is going in.
Durant for 3. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
On the wing, Davis, defended by Durant. It's good. Davis has got 8.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Plumlee with a screen on Thompson. And here's Booker from the arc. A rebound by Washington. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Williams. Now here's Davis. Lets the three fly. Bucket! Davis for three.
You know, this is the problem with guarding Davis. I mean, he can shoot it, penetrate, and hurt you in the post. Sometimes impossible to guard.
A floater. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Devin Booker.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. High-scoring affair, Brad. How would you assess the first half?
We got to defend.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then there's Washington. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Irving in a point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And with the score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. Terrific response by Beal. This demonstrates what a competitor he is.
Thompson outside. Davis kicks to Washington. And it's off from three-point range. Suns trail by 3. Here's KD. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. And Phoenix has possession following the three-point basket by Dallas. And here's KD for 3. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. KD's got 6.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
Thompson outside. Another 3 for Dallas. Mark, we've got some incredible talents in this league, and you know how skilled big men are today. Wow, it is something to watch.
It really is, Kevin. I mean, you almost feel like every 7-footer in the league is a capable perimeter shooter that can consistently make threes. Man, the game has certainly changed, and I actually enjoy it. I mean, the evolution of big guys being able to stroke it that consistently is pretty fun to watch. Right back at you, Durant motivated to put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with a 3 of his own.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 5. With the floater, and it's Irving missing. Suns trail by 3. Done outside. Here's Booker. Fantastic finish by Booker.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Davis finds Thompson. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and stolen by Dunn. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Durant. And now that's 11 points for KD. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game so far. And it's Beal in the corner over Thompson. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Booker. It's a tie game in Dallas. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Tyus Jones. O'Neal is out there with Gunn. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Booker in at the 2-guard spot. Now Irving, after Devin Booker missing on that last three-pointer. Irving against Jones. A step-back shot here. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
Now here's Booker. Shoots over Dinwiddie. A nice shot by Booker.
Nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
Here's Irving. Three-pointer. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. To take the lead. Booker with a 3. He is a knockdown shooter.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Mavericks trail by 3. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Davis comes in for Najee Marshall. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Klay Thompson in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And then for Phoenix, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. Kevin Durant comes in for O'Neal. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. They said, let's lock in, keep our focus. We need everyone down the stretch. Now, his players looked engaged, so I think the message got across. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it goes down 2 points. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Watching Davis do work like this is special.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Beal. Driving to the basket. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Not shying away from the spotlight. Beal wanting to be the guy to come up big for his team.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And something else that stands out is how efficient they've been from the mid-range, making the most of their opportunity.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Booker against Irving. For Booker, yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Irving.
Boy, you need a confident player to get you a big bucket, and and that's exactly who Irving is and what he does.
Done shot's good.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Irving against Booker. Takes it from 10. Again, Irving missing. Phoenix leading by 5. KD finds Booker. Over Irving. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Irving. Good D by Booker. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 15-6 run. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. Done outside. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And the Mavericks with possession. They trail by 7. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Working it to the open teammate that time. Excellent awareness from Davis.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. What do you think coach's focus is going to be here?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Gafford passes to Washington. Irving from long range. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Do not expect anything less from Irving. A clutch performer. He loves knocking down the big shots.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
Pass to Thompson. Fires for 3. Trifecta!
Boy, where's the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
14 foul. Bradley Beal. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
Irving passes to Davis. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he ends up making the second, and that will put them up by 2. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark.